Hi there, and welcome back. Stacy Lane here with SL Wellness. We are in our fourth habit. Um, this is lesson 5, stress reduction. So the question we need to ask is all stress bad for you? And the and to answer that, let's discuss the difference between eustress and good stress and distress or bad stress. Eustress, it can make things happen. It moves things forward and that helps one grow and develop. Um, Sunlight beating down on a flower or a butterfly breaking out of its chrysalis are examples of eustress in nature. In humans, an example of eustress would be weightlifting or skydiving. In my opinion, I'm not skydiving, so you don't see a picture of me there doing that. Weightlifting, I can do. I probably should have put a picture of that, but I didn't. Distress is always about stress. Mental, physical, or chemical stress can be extremely destructive. Distress is an influence that causes or leads to malfunction. And it's true that distress is involved in all diseases. Distress can ruin your health, age you more rapidly, we don't want that, and cause you to just feel awful. So, stress or stress management is the first S in the DRESS protocol. As you can see, there are two S's in dress. And today in this video, we're going to go over number 1 or stress reduction. When put into a threatening situation, our bodies are designed to react with extreme efficiency. When danger is perceived, the hypothalamus or command center of the brain receives a signal from the sympathetic nervous system, and that fight or flight response that we spoke about in an earlier video is activated to help us deal with the threat. We talked about the fight or flight nervous system previously, and the hormone response that kicks in with the flight or fright system activated. The hormone adrenaline floods our bloodstream, and the brain's pituitary gland secretes a hormone called ACTH. ACTH signals the adrenal glands to produce the stress hormone cortisol. And here's what cortisol can do in your body: it increases blood sugar, it increases heart rate, respiration, it dilates the pupils, and it suppresses the immune system, digestion, and also reproductive function. Cortisol really is needed for a time, but exposure to too much cortisol can often be quite destructive. Oh, shit. Did I not do that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Mm. Oh, so, let's see. Four. This is going to be 5. What? Why is it not? Come on. I can do this. That. Stress response. And wait. So confused. Are they in the hormone response? We did the hormone response. Next is the chronic stress response. Where are the tips? Oh, shit. Stress cascade, underlying cause is far upstream. That's why chasing symptoms won't fix. Okay, all right, I can do this. So I finished that. So then I'm here. Yes, I think. No. Fuck you. Then we get into the chronic stress response. Many people are chronically stressed out and they just can't shut the stress response off. From the moment they wake up in the morning to the moment they finally pass out at night, their bodies are in chronic stress response mode. On top of this, we deal with internal stressors like parasites, food intolerances, heavy metal toxicity, yeast overgrowth, and hormonal imbalances. And we'll be getting to the root of some of those issues using the lab testing that we have available to you in your protocol. With the stress cascade, the body begins to break down, catabolic. It isn't until the end of the cascade that symptoms actually appear, but the underlying cause is far upstream. This is why chasing symptoms won't fix you, and it's likely why you've had no success in the past feeling better. If health is to be restored, chronic stressors must be identified and eliminated so the function can return to normal. If you're a mom, you absolutely can understand what it feels like to. I considered myself the chaos coordinator when my kids were younger, my boys were younger, um, and trying to wrangle all the things together while still doing the healthy eating, while still making sure you're taking care of the kids, and all these different things is just a contributing factor to living. So, the things that I mentioned, such as the parasites and the metal toxicity, the food intolerances, those are things that we actually can control. And that's why it's important to do those foundational tests. Okay, let's get into some tips for stress management. This is probably my favorite part. Okay, number one, de stress at home. You're at home so often. So make sure that you're turning off your phone and computer and doing something that calms your mind and your body. Examples are yoga, time in nature, Tai Chi, prayer, meditation, walking, laying in the sun. Most recently for me, it's been the time spent under the red light therapy lamp. Just being still. Sometimes that's a challenge as a mom. Um, these are all examples of stress management techniques. We like to recommend laying out in the sun just for 5 minutes at 10 o'clock in the morning and then 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's very specific for a reason. Those are naturally times that your body's energy tends to dip. And so instead of reaching for sugar or a cup of coffee, take a little sun break and see if you're not energized and a little less stressed. The second tip is to listen to your body, stretch, read something spiritual or inspirational, listen to soothing music, turn down the lights, and don't think about work. Pay attention to your body and listen to it. You will start to learn more about what your body needs. Your body is always talking. So, as we do this work together in FDN, you're going to learn how to practice listening to your body and responding to its signals. Okay. Okay. This is the third tip. And for some of us type A personalities, this is probably the most difficult challenge. It's a challenge for me daily, and it's to get help. There are so many practitioners out there that specialize in helping you build and maintain health. You can find a trusted chiropractor, massage therapist, counselor, acupuncturist, or other professional to help you according to your needs at the time. You're already here working with me, listening about FDN. So you already know that investing in your health is a good idea. But to continue to invest in your health is also a good idea because if you don't, then we often pay for it later. If you're looking for a chiropractor, massage therapist, counselor, etc., a good idea is to go onto Facebook or your favorite social media platform and just put it in there. Ask around. Ask your friends for recommendations, and you'll find more than enough recommendations because people love to give their opinions. the results of the lab test. We don't just want to give you the next supplement and its terms recommend. Okay, that's it on this topic. Up next, we'll be talking about proper supplementation based on the results of your lab test. We don't just want to give you the next supplement that Instagram is recommended or TikTok or that your girlfriend heard about on Dr. Oz or whatever. We really want to get down to what your body specifically and actually needs. So join me on the next video and I'll see you there.